Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Tips with me, Jacob. Today we have a arts and crafts or a J-Rigs, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna make safety wires, and yeah, you can of course buy them for almost the same price at Toolman or B&H or whichever store you have close by, because it ended up being material-wise roughly the same price as buying them finished. But the bonus is you can have something to do, and you can also make them whatever length you want. So if you find that the ones you buy in the store are just shy of as long as you want them, then you can just buy some wire and just do it yourself. So we have a couple of versions and some tools you need. One of course is wire. This is 10 meter, 4 millimeter I think, and it's with a rubber covered cable. I like them better, they sit better. You can of course also use them with just a wire, but if they start fraying, then you're gonna start cutting yourself and it's just a pain. Literally a pain. So anyways, we're gonna do the two versions. One of them is the crimping little metal thing, and one of them is the one with the bolts and nuts. So the bonus with these ones is they're smaller, slicker, and they look nicer. Somewhat less fiddly as well to make. These ones are better because if you change your mind or cable breaks, you can just unmount it or remake it from the start, for example. But anyways, let's just take this cable then and show you how to do the bolts and nuts version. Note to self or to you is you want to make the loop big enough for you to actually push through the entire carabiner and everything through. So we have two nuts, we have two bolts, and we have a little lock piece in the top here. So we're gonna push the top through, and then you make your loop, and then you make it as big as you need it to be. You can make huge loop or small loops. Oh well, there all the nuts and bolts went away. Makes it easier to get in, I guess. I guess. Hang on. There, so now that's in there. I have to reassemble. Oh, there you are. And hand tighten, and then you just have a same dimension tightener here. So you just tighten down that one down as far as it goes. I apologize for not having smaller hands so you see better, but it is what it is. There we go. So these are very secure when they sit, so they're not gonna go anywhere. So there you have one with two different ends, so you can see how small this one is in comparison to that one, so it won't get caught when you do things. And then you just put your snap hook in, not snap hook, sorry, carabiner, that's what it's called. So there you have a safety wire. So you just pull it around your lamp in the rig, and it'll keep it safe. The reason you have these is for safety, of course. That's part of the name, safety wire. So it's to keep lamps up in the rig or other gear up in the rigs from falling. So if you have it hooked in and your light should somehow disconnect, it'll just go, the wire would catch it instead of it will fall and hit somebody in the head or fall and grab the power cable or something. Just big mess, danger. You can also use these if you are up in the rig and you have, for example, have a tool that you're working with. You can just put it in your belt and have it like that. So if you drop it, it doesn't drop further than this. Also a thing you can use with them. But again, mainly safety. Right, now we're gonna show you how to do the other part, the compressing metal piece. And since I have one here, prepped. And these are cut to 1 meter. And they come out to be 70-ish centimeters when they're done. So I just put one end through, and then I loop and I push the other end through. There is a proper tool for this that you can buy, but when I talked to the store, they said it costs so much money it's not even worth it. So he recommended use a screwdriver and just knock it down with a hammer and just flip it around and knock it down with the hammer. I didn't want a hammer in the studio. I didn't want to ruin my table. So I have one of these and a screw. I'm gonna do roughly the same thing. I'm gonna put the screw in between, right in between the wires, to try to push the metal down in between. And then apply some force to it. See if I can Of course, this is easier to do when you have it attached to the table, but since this is not my table, I'm not allowed to do that. So you're just going to tighten, tighten, tighten as hard as you can. The harder you tighten, the safer it's going to be. There, somewhere stuck there. Looks like it's indented. Yeah, I have to get it off too. There's lines when you need it. There you go. And you see there's an indentation here, as it is. And that's quite secure. So there you have it. There's the nicer looking one. And just take a carabiner, slap it in there. And to show you what I meant before with the loops, the actual way to do it is you push it through here and you have a loop like this. Now you have to go running wire. Then you get some extra distance if your light is further away. And then on this side you just hook it on the wire like that. So then you have a secure wire. And again, the pro of making them yourself is you can make them as long as you want. The pros of buying them is you don't have to make them yourself. That's basically how it is. Well, that's how it is for Jake's little craft day. Arts and crafts, Jake's rigs, whatever you want to call it. I made a wire. You can do it too. So until next time, guys, don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. We have many more videos coming always, and we love to hear from you. So leave a comment. And until next time, guys, see ya.